Hey everybody, welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. This is the semi-finale, or the semi-final, or whatever you want to call it, to the post-game. So, we're going to head up Route 24 here, because we're going to be able to finally access a cave that, even though I never actually came here to show off that we can't access it, there's been a guy standing out in front of it telling us we can't access it for a while. So, over here is Cerulean Cave. But first, I want to check out Route 4 real quick, just because there's a trainer over here. Not really anything special, but I figured I might as well show it off because I think there's an item over here. I just wanted to make sure. So, I will say, and also a little bit of experience, not like, you know, they're not like comically underleveled, but they're not like crazy overleveled either, so, you know. I do want to say that before going into Cerulean Cave, make sure you got a decent amount of max repels, because the Pokemon that are in there are going to be high leveled. Make sure your team's ready for it too, because some of those jokers might come in there and mess you up. Also, the fact that there's a lot of really high leveled Pokemon in there, if you maybe somehow only had 5 Pokemon at this point, even though the game is over, or you're just wanting to try a new post-game team, maybe give some of these guys in here a shot, because they're going to be pretty high level. They're going to be pretty comparable to what, you know, around what you're at. Maybe there isn't anything over here. Okay. We're good then. Other than that, the only HM you're going to need is Surf. Ooh, that's creepy and cool. So here we are. You'll notice they still got the, it has the same music as the Team Rocket hideouts. In Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, this place was called the Unknown Cave. Or I think it was called the Unknown Cave. Or was it called the Mysterious Cave? I think it was Unknown Cave. Or no, it's called the Unknown Dungeon, I believe. Because it wouldn't actually show up on your map. It would be like this. It would only show up on your map at all when you would actually, like, go into it. Like, other than that, it did not appear on the map. Which, let's see if it does here. I believe it does because it's marked, yeah, Cerulean Cave. So it is marked as it. I did notice that a cave marked in red means you haven't explored it yet. This is kind of a pretty big dungeon. Oh, well, I guess you could use Rock Smash down here. Really? Do I not have repels on? Oh god. Okay, Wobbuffet. This guy is the same level as us. So that's why I am going to use Fury Cutter here. The thing is, Wobbuffet is a Pokemon that has... Oh, and he's going to try to kill us too. Wobbuffet is a Pokemon that is an arena trapper. And the problem with that is he has an ability called Shadow Tag that prevents him from... like, us from running away from him. Wobbuffet's a pretty good Pokemon. He's funny, too. It's just, the only thing is, you have to actually know what you're doing with him to really benefit off of him, because the only moves it knows are, like, Mirror Coat and, what else is... Oh, I thought I'd be okay. Oh, well. Worth it to get away from him. It would have moves like Counter or Mirror Coat, which is, they're just moves that are meant to counter you. That's the issue, is that you're going to have a check for that if you're going to deal with Wobbuffet. I left Mr. Mime back at the Pokemon Center, because once I get out of here, I'm going to fly away. And realistically, for what we're doing in here, we're not going to need any... We're not going to need any Pokemon here. But yeah, I guess I should have listened to myself and had my highest level Pokemon out front, but yeah, he's pretty much one of the only new... Oh boy. Is it the same guy? Oh, Parasect. Okay. 58? Good God. Whew. Alright, well, while we're dealing with this guy, I'm just going to go ahead and list every Pokemon that's here. There's going to be some new ones, some old ones, or at least I'm going to write whatever's on my notes. I don't know if I just wrote new ones or just Pokemon that are going to show up here in general. But, oh shit. We are going to need Rock Smash, aren't we? Alright, well, I'm gonna go and grab it real quick before we get too far into this, so I will be right back. Oh god. Okay, I could have swore I looked at the layout right before I walked in the dungeon, but I obviously did not pay attention to the rock smash rocks. And also, I wouldn't have thought they would have been there because they weren't in the original version of this dungeon, but yeah, pretty much, this isn't really like a tough dungeon to get through, and it might just, rock smash might just be for like the, items around here. It's not really a tough dungeon to get through, it's a little lengthy. Just because of, it's a little easy to get lost in here, just based off of, how this, whole maze is, and sometimes you can lose track of where you're supposed to be. Oh, ditto! You can lose track of where you're supposed to be due to, not really knowing where you're at. Ditto can be used to transform to any Pokemon, but he can also breed with any Pokemon that belongs to an egg group, so you can't really copy legendaries unless it's Manaphy. But if you're needing something like that, want to copy over some Pokemon, Ditto's a good one to do it with. The only downside is you don't have a male and a female partner, so you might not have access to as many egg moves. But with that note, I'm going to go ahead and list off every one of the Pokemon in here. Like I was saying, some of them we've had access to for quite some time, and then some of them we haven't. Like Ditto, he was not accessible to us before. I thought he was in the Pokemon Mansion, but apparently he's not in this version. So, there's Parasect, Magneton, Golbat, Primeape, Ditto, Kadabra, Machoke, Electrode, Wobbuffet, Psyduck in FireRed, and Golduck in FireRed by surfing and or fishing, Slowpoke and Slowbro in Leaf Green by surfing and or fishing, Magikarp by fishing, Poliwag, Goldeen, Poliwhirl, Geodude, and Graveler. I'm assuming those guys are either by fishing or surfing and stuff like that. And thank you so much, Wobbuffet. It might have to be to a point where we're cutting out Wobbuffet battles, because with our guys being, I don't have a level 58 Pokemon, so there's a chance that me even having, my highest leveled out, that we'll still run into one, because my highest leveled Pokemon at this point in the game is level, I want to say, 57? Yeah. I think Snorlax and Venusaur are both level 57. Man, he's just gonna keep doing this. Oh, Destiny Bond. Okay, so Destiny Bond is weird. It's it will make it to where if you kill the opponent in the next turn, they will take you down with it. That's another thing that makes Wobbuffet a pest. Fun if you're the one doing it, though. But the thing is, you have to take him out, on that turn. This would be a great time to get a Kadabra, just FYI. Especially if you want to train one up and, trade it, immediately get it into Alakazam, which, even if you just have regular Kadabra is just fine for a single-player playthrough. I've used one before because I didn't have access to trading, and he did just fine. Coverage, you're going to be lacking a little bit, unless you're playing Gen 2 when you have access to the TMs like Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and Fire Punch, which he can learn all three of, I'm pretty sure. That makes him even better because, there's special moves, so it takes advantage of his high special attack, and I wasn't planning on going anywhere Golbat. But if you want to catch a Golbat here with Mean Look, that would help you catch Entei if you so choose to catch him, even though I'm not. That was a really cool animation. That's something that I could definitely recommend to you is Golbat with Mean Look, and obviously Kadabra. Because if you're just looking for something that's a strong user of Psychic type moves, he's your guy. Even now. Okay. We'll go through the thing that I originally was going to go down. I think it was this way? I believe it was this way. I can feel my nose starting to get, stopped up. I guess the pollen, It's about time the pollen started taking effect on me. Don't explode. Ooh, that's gonna hurt even worse, honestly. I might have been able to live through an explosion. That's 4 times effective. I thought I would be faster than you. I guess I'm not. I'm gonna try to run away one more time. Oh yeah, for a Scyther, I'm actually kind of slow now that I'm remembering. Might just switch him out and run, rather than... Yeah, I guess this was more of a threat than I thought. And I don't want to catch you. I left Snorlax back there because I was like, oh man, what if I need strength for some reason? Like, what if I didn't look over what I needed again? Worst comes to worst, you can teach strength to Hitmonlee. If nothing else, Hitmonlee is a great HM user. Because it can learn Dig, I really wish Raichu could learn Earthquake. I know it doesn't make much sense because it's not like a big Pokemon. Because usually it's like it either has to be a ground or rock type, or so it has like access to terraforming abilities naturally. It's like a part of its biology. But like at the same time, I just kind of wish that Raichu could learn it. And I imagine like big Pokemon can cause earthquakes, probably via stomping or something. I feel like that's the idea. Ultra Ball. That's nice, because we are down here to catch a Pokemon. But I have already kind of made up my mind. I'm going to chuck a few Ultra Balls at it. I don't even think I have that many. I think I've got like 8. I will chuck 8 Ultra Balls at it. And then we will just forget it past that, because I'm not looking to have another Zapdos situation, you know? That was kind of painful for... I feel like everybody. It was funny, it's funny in hindsight, and it was funny how angry I was getting at that thing. But, you know, it takes a while, so I don't want to do that again. Okay. Good thing we're not going to need many more repels anymore. I thought about it for a second. I was like, oh, maybe I could sell them all once I'm ready to go to Elite Four to have more money for medicine. But then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, well, to get to some of my 61? But to get to some of my grinding for experience areas, I'm going to need repels to get there without running into wild Pokemon. So maybe not. I don't actually really know where I'm going to have my, like, post-game training area. What I think I'm gonna do is go to that one canyon on 6 Island and then just keep rematching the trainers. I mean, that's what I was doing when I was training off screen, just to get them caught up with each other. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do is that island where we found the cave that we had to cut down the door to get to. I can't remember both the name of the island. I think the dungeon's name was the Dotted Hole. And I believe it was on 4 Island? Or it might have been on 6 Island. You can check. I think I even mentioned it in that episode that I was like, oh, this is going to be a good spot to train. And I'm pretty sure the last time I played this game and did like post-game training was there. Like, yeah, there's my like spot that I like in on 1 Island, but I would... rather than convenience, I'd rather getting more experience and getting the grinding done faster. But, and I thought about it, if by some miracle, oh great, if by some miracle we somehow catch Mewtwo in these 8 Ultra Balls, oh sorry, I didn't mean to say his name already. If we somehow catch this mysterious Pokemon that we're hunting down here, and we somehow get him in an Ultra Ball, then maybe, just maybe, I'll try to go catch Entei. But more than likely, I'm probably not. I think there was another area we could have gone to get an item, but honestly, I don't even know if it was. I think it might have been a hidden item, and it could have been a Ultra Ball or a Max Revive, which if it's a Max Revive, it might be worth going to get, but also there's a few items down here. But if you're kind of curious about where that item, where I'm thinking that item might have been, it was that row of rocks, and then it was just like a little area with nothing there. 67! Oh my god! dude. This is gonna kill me. So, yeah, these guys are pretty strong down here. Maybe I'll train here. I don't know. Maybe that... Nah, because Pokemon... I need to train where I can get money. Oh, Max Revive. It is bothering me about that item there. But it could have also been... No. I think I already picked up that item. Level 58. That's not as much. Let's use Swords Dance. I'm going to outwit Ditto here. Let him transform into me. And since my weakness is one of my moves, I'm going to use Aerial Ace on myself again. Aerial Ace. Pew! I like the gray effect. Like it. Well, I don't know if I really like. It's just funny, I guess. Yeah, if we're talking about like regular like leveling up, like, it's good. But I need something that gives me like items because I'm gonna have to buy healing items again. Because if I remember correctly, I actually have a decent amount of money right now. Oh yeah, I got a decent amount of money. But I'm gonna need more because like full restores are expensive. Which maybe if I buy enough healing items to where I'm satisfied, don't think I'll need more. Maybe then I'll just kind of, you know, chill. But more than likely I'm gonna want to go somewhere I can get money because I'm probably gonna try to over prepare for the Elite Four this time. My abilities swarm on gambling, right? Ups bug moves in a pinch. Yeah, okay, that's the only disadvantage of getting rid of Fury Cutter, is that I won't have a bug move that will get better when I'm at low HP. But then again, if I'm using Fury Cutter at low HP, I'm probably already a little desperate, so maybe not exactly the best idea. But like I said, if I can... Sorry. If I can find a way to get some tiny mushrooms to get my, like, at the move tutor, I'm going to reteach Slash to gambling. I intend on that. Because I decided I'm not going to evolve into Scizor. So, another Ultra Ball. Cool. Can we just, like, walk 3 feet, please? And I know I can't run up 64. I know I can't run from this guy. See, if we had Slash, I would be... Okay. Okay, jeez. Alright, I get it, dude. Oh. Okay. Good job, gambling. You did it. I don't even know why I'm still, like, pumping potions into gambling, because he's just gonna get attacked by something in, like, another 4 seconds. I don't want to run out of all my potions before I even get to the boss of this area. Alright, Ditto. Oh my god. Alright, well, I am going to knock this guy out because he's going to give off some decent experience, I imagine. Ditto's a Pokemon that I always really wanted to work out with and use make a team with him in it, but I just never can make myself do it because I'm like, he's too situational, but I'd really love to make it work at some point. The only thing is Ditto is only going to have like 5 of each of the opponent's moves that it copies. Like, it can only use 5 of them, so you'll have to kind of work around that. And I think there's like a certain item that you can give Ditto that makes him like faster when he evolves, which I don't know, maybe it doesn't work when he already is evolved, but oh boy. Another thing about Wobbuffet, he's also just pretty bulky, so that's why he can be kind of a threat when he's using things like counter. Like, you can deal a lot of damage to him and he's going to deal double what you just did to him. And the fact that it can just use Destiny, but like, Wobbuffet is a problem Pokemon. Like, he really is. You know, I don't care. I'm just going to use Aerial Ace. You're fine, gambling. Just take a nap. You deserved it. Just take a breather. You're fine. But, you know, in general, Wobbuffet can also just be like a really bad Nuzlocke ender, because like, if you get him on a route where you're trying to catch a Pokemon, and, you know, the rules are like, if a Pokemon dies, it's done, like, you can't use it anymore. Man, he can screw you up because you can't run away from him either. and if you try to weaken him, he might kill you. You just gotta be real careful when dealing with a Wobbuffet in general. Let's surf around. Nothing? Okay, so here he is. Might have gave away his name a little bit ago. This guy is tough. I'm gonna go ahead and recommend that you go ahead and save your progress, because you are in for a world of hurt if you're not careful. So, Mew. Okie dokie. Mewtwo, level 70, with the ability Pressure, so your moves will drain, I think 4 times as fast or twice as fast. Let's test that. Oh, he's smart. You're smart, Mewtwo. Very smart. Alright, let's go over Mewtwo's moves that he's got down here. He has Swift, Recover, Safeguard, and Psychic. So pretty much, he is prepared to not go down without a fight. Okay, so it's twice as fast. Mewtwo is pretty much going to, anytime he uses Psychic, he's going to kill one of your Pokemon. So that's why I'm probably not going to fool with Mewtwo too much down here, because I'm probably just going to go ahead and throw an item, I'm going to throw a few of these Ultra Balls at him while these guys are out. And when I get to my last Pokemon, I'm going to... Dude, I would have screamed. Oh my god, dude, that would have been so funny. Mewtwo is the clone of Mew that was mentioned in the Pokemon Burned Down Pokemon Mansion. Also, he's just so cool. Like if you know, if you watch the movie, like the first movie where you see like his backstory and stuff, he's such a cool Pokemon. And his design is awesome too. And the fact that he looks like something that's unnatural and stuff. Like all the other Pokemon, they kind of seem like they resemble things that like could exist, whereas Mewtwo has like, he looks so alien, and that thing that's connecting his neck and like to his back just seems like something that, and like his feet and his hands, like they're like, he's got like weird like 3 toes and stuff. Like he looks almost alien, you know, and just something about him, he just doesn't seem natural and stuff. He's so cool. So cool. Tragic backstory though. I feel bad for that guy, but let's go surf. Also, if you run from it, it will respawn after you leave the area. At least according to my notes, that's what they said. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think that works in Red, Blue, and Yellow, but I believe it works in this game and like any other time Cerulean Cave is a dungeon. So obviously Mewtwo is not going down without a fight, so it does not look like we're going to be able to catch Entei, which is good because I don't feel like fooling with him. We're going to use the Master Ball, the best ball with the ultimate performance. It will catch any wild Pokemon without fail, unless the game crashes. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha! Mewtwo was caught. The Master Ball has like a little white M on it. I kind of wish it was taken off because I like how I can't see it in that. Mewtwo, number 150, the genetic Pokemon. 6'7", 269 pounds, and that's his weird footprint. Rare Pokemon. A Pokemon whose genetic code was repeatedly recombined for research. It turned vicious as a result. I mean, yeah, he was like fucking experimented on. Mewtwo was transferred to Bill's PC. It's placed in box 2. Okie dokie. So, that is Mewtwo. And with that, next time on Pokemon... Oh, you know what? Let's say... Never mind. I was trying to think if I could say anything insightful here. So, it's going to take me a bit to train up my team before I take on the Elite Four again. I am going to... like last time, I'm going to take on the Elite Four all in one big video. Probably. Maybe it won't be as long. I say big video just because I'm assuming. But next time we meet, I will have my team trained up. I think, see, my team is roughly around, the highest is 57. I'm going to go with a minimum of 60. I might even try for like 62 or 65. It kind of just feels on like what I'm feeling. Maybe I'll kind of do a test run just to see how well I do. But I got to kind of think about how I'm going to handle it, because I am going to take some extensive notes on the Elite Four as well. I'm not going to get caught off guard by our rematch with the Elite Four, with Gary especially. But yeah, next time on Pokemon FireRed, I will see you there when we re-challenge and defend our title as the Pokemon League champion. See you guys then.